All right, so I apologize in advance for the thunder. There's a storm going on, and I really need to make this video for tomorrow, so if you end up hearing some thunder in the background, I apologize. There's nothing I can do about it. I've tried to wait it out, but it does not seem to be stopping anytime soon. So I'm just reading some comics, having a beer, and I wanted to read Daredevil. And I got to tell you, this book still stays good. It's monthly. You know, they don't jam this down your throat. This is one of the better books at Marvel. And I got to say, and I said this in a different video, I think that the Marvel Street characters are definitely where it's at. The more stronger, superpowered characters, you know, once you get into like Captain Marvel and all those characters, those books aren't that good. Other than the Immortal Hulk, that's a good book. But that's almost more of a horror book than it is a superhero book. So I don't know if it necessarily counts. Captain America I don't touch because of the writer. I think he's a piece of crap. The way he talked about 9/11 and stuff, I don't want to. I will never read any of his books ever again. Nothing with his name on it. So I don't know how that book's doing. I hear it went total NPC route. I hear it did a big cuck turn and went total NPC. So I skipped that one. Iron Man, it's garbage. Fantastic Four, people in my comments, I bagged on that book and are saying it's pretty decent now. I'll have to go check it out. Maybe I'll pick up the next issue of Fantastic Four and see what I think about it. I'm not a big fan of Dan Slott's cockiness. His Iron Man is crap. His Amazing Spider-Man run, I'm not a fan of it. It got better at the end with the Red Goblin, but his work is something to be desired in my opinion. Other than his Superior Spider-Man run, which was amazing. But you know, books like Venom, Spider-Man, Daredevil, these books are all good at Marvel right now. These are it, man. The street level characters. And I always like to point this out, just like with Hulk, Daredevil, I never really followed the character. I picked this book up particularly because I think Chip Zdarsky's really good. That guy's like firing on all cylinders. He's been firing on all cylinders for a while. His run on Spectacular Spider-Man was amazing. Absolutely amazing. And his run on Marvel 2-in-1, absolutely amazing. So when he went to Daredevil, I naturally had to follow him and see how it was going. And sure enough, it's good, man. This is a good book. And it's been good. We're on 6 issues. I can tell you, so I'm sure Marvel will have a trade paperback coming out soon with the first 5 if you need to catch up. You don't need to read anything prior to this run to know what's going on. The premise here is that Daredevil got beat up really bad and was broken for a while, and now he came back, but he was rusty and he wasn't doing too good, and he ended up getting his ass handed to him multiple times, and it ended with Spider-Man in his room at his apartment saying, "Look, you're done. You become Daredevil again, and we're going to take you down. You're sloppy. It's time to quit. And I hope somebody would do this for me someday." And now it's been like 8 weeks, and Daredevil has not been sighted. This is the cop they brought in to stop Daredevil. He's obsessed with taking down vigilantes because he doesn't believe in it. And they're trying to get rid of him. It leads to the point where a lot of these cops try to jump him and take him down because they don't like the way he's doing things. Wilson Fisk is obsessed with killing Daredevil. He's like about to kill some people, and he's wrestling like he wants to get his revenge, and Daredevil's gone and he can't. So there's a lot of turmoil there. Matt's like happy not being Daredevil. He's working as a parole officer, and he wants to help people. And the end of the book ends with that officer that got jumped, beat down, and the owl coming back. And we see here she's like her husband's getting killed, and she's like, where are you, Daredevil? And then the next issue seems to point at him wrestling with becoming Daredevil again. The good thing so what's nice about this book And I don't know why it took me this long to get it. Is they put Daredevil back on a hero's journey, and with him, like, you know, retiring, and he's rusty and he's moldy, and he needs to come back and raise his mantle up again and become Daredevil. You know, so he's gonna wrestle with the idea of coming back. Of course, he'll need to train and sharpen again. So there'll probably be like a journey of him getting his skills back, and then him becoming the Daredevil again. So, in the essence of a good superhero story, that's what that is, you know. And I think, you know, that's what's really helping this arc. That lieutenant guy that got his ass beat, I'm sure is probably going to come around and realize that now all these all these super villains are popping up because Daredevil's gone, and I bet you he ends up ending up wanting to help him. That's my predictions. We'll see what happens, but yeah, this is a solid book. Every issue's been good. I love reading this book. This is one of the books that I look forward to opening and sitting down and reading. I think it's one of the best out there for sure. So that's pretty much it. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell, and I'll see you guys on the next one.